Well, let's pyramid off that and talk something that may be causing what I'm about to say. You obviously, there's been like, I think 7 no-hitters already this year, something like that, 8, maybe 8. It used to be when I was growing up, let's talk old school again, a no-hitter was rare.
Right.
It wasn't thrown at a perfect game, forget it. I think there's only been 25 of those in history. But why do you think there's so many no-hitters now? Do you think that the pitchers are that much better, or do you think that this new way of hitting and approaching offense is causing this?
I think they're that much better.
Yeah.
I hate to say this because it's almost sacrilegious, but you put Ted Williams in the box today with the skills that he had in 1950, and he ain't hitting what he hit. He's not dealing with 98 miles an hour that's moving 6 inches and dealing with guys that coming in and, guys are seeing pitchers maybe twice, and then the way they use relievers now. So you might see 3 pitchers and 4 at bats, and their velocity is just so much higher. Their movement so much higher. Their spin rate is so much higher that the velocity is not only so much better, the movement. That's what what gets me is how much they can make the ball move at those velocities.
Right.
So, I'm watching Derek Cole pitch or, whoever, and he's throwing 98 and then he's throwing his changeup at 89. And 89 used to be a fastball, and they're throwing these power sinkers, and
right.
It's just the movement. And then they're throwing so hard and they rarely center up the plate. It's just, it's just incredible to me, the velocity and movement that today's pitcher brings to the table.
Yeah.
And everybody's got it. That's
right.
That's the thing. Everybody comes in throwing 94 now.
Right.
So I think it's just the pitchers are so good, and we've gone away from that Tony Gwynn type style hitter. Lou Brock, any of those guys, Don Mattingly, my hero growing up. It's not about contact. It's not about squaring up the ball. And another thing is going up the middle. Going up the middle used to be the thing that you did.
Right.
Keep the shoulder in, but now going up the middle hurts you because you hit right over the end of the shift.
Right.
And so all those base hits are gobbled up the middle, and it's just a very different beast. And I don't know how Major League Baseball is going to deal with it, or if there's anything they can do to deal with it. And I'm not taking away anybody that throws a no-hitter.
Right.
I know how hard that is. It's just not the same.
Right.
It used to be what, quote unquote, a big deal.
Right.
And now maybe it's just a deal.
Right.
And just got the big.
Yeah, that's interesting. I agree with what you're saying. I think, though, that some of the things we talked about of the hitting philosophy today is maybe making these pitchers even better. Because, if you're trying to constantly lift the ball and you got a guy throwing 96, 97,
sure.
and how are you going to be able to do that? Whereas maybe if you're saying, okay, I'm going to try to lift it my first time, but this guy's really on tonight, I'm going to try to, like you said, go up the middle, go opposite field, something like that,
Well, part of the problem too, I think, Ralph, is they're throwing so hard and they throw up in the zone. And as a hitter, the ball up in the zone is a ball you see.
Right.
It's not a ball you should swing at, but it's a ball you see really well. And so when you're throwing that ball that's up in the zone at 97, there's holes up there. Nobody can handle that.
Right.
And so they're just getting beat at the top of the zone, and there's holes in swings, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot more holes. And, it's, you take all of that approach, and you go with the launch angle, and now you're creating maybe another hole. And they're just easily exploited. But then you see guys, if they make contact, the home runs are obviously way up. So
yeah.
Obviously, so are strikeouts. So, we're in a strikeout era because the pitchers are so powerful. And now you got holes in swings, and it's just going to stand to reason that things are going to go up.
Yeah.
And why the heck they don't go against the shift sometimes, I'll never understand it. But I'm not in the clubhouse making those decisions. Maybe the general manager doesn't want them to do it. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just different.